Hey everyone, welcome back to another edition of Max and Nicky 1000th Time Reactions,
where we react to a song after listening to it for our 1000th time.
We release 3 videos a day.
Every day.
So please hit that subscribe button.
And turn on post notifications.
So you don't miss out on all this great content.
Mm-hmm.
What are we going to listen to right now?
We're going to listen to Because by the Dave Clark 5, one of my favorite songs and one that we cover ourselves. And in fact, we'll put the link to our cover it in the description below, so you can check that out if you're interested.
That's right.
If you're new to the channel, what we do on here is we listen to a song all the way through without stopping, so we don't ruin the vision of the artist.
And then after the song is done, then we will discuss it more in depth.
And talk about our reactions and analyze, maybe talk some history about it.
If we know the history of it. And
before we get to that, just want to remind you, as we usually do, that we have another YouTube channel called Max and Nicky, on which we perform oldies tunes like this one. Jazz standards and originals in that vein.
I pointed to my computer. That's what I was pointing to.
And we also have comedy videos on there as well.
That's right. But for right now, let's take a listen to Because... Not to be confused with the Beatles but Because by the Dave Clark 5.
For our 1000th time.
Here we go.
It's right that I should care about you and try to make you happy. It's right to feel the way I do, because I love you. It's wrong to say I don't think of you, 'cause when you say these things, you know it makes me and I'll be happy. Just to be with you. Give me a chance to be near you, because I love you. And I'll be happy. Just to be with you. Give me a chance to be near you, because I love you. Because I love you.
Because by the Dave Clark 5. What a great earworm, you know? It's a great melody.
It's I must admit, when I was a kid, I had thought it was the Beatles. I thought the Beatles had done that song.
There is something. I mean, this was another British invasion band
from the same area.
From the same era. I mean, almost.
Mercy
they were kind of, friendly competition with
Rivals,
the Beatles in terms of who is, the bigger British invasion act. I mean, the Beatles, of course, I don't think there was any comparison. Well, some people tried to compare, but I mean, the Beatles had just a lot more hits, one after the other.
Dave Clark 5, they had Because and Glad All Over. I don't know if they had any.
No, they had a few others too, but definitely, nowhere near the amount as the Beatles. I mean, the Beatles were just, putting them out just there was no tomorrow.
Sure. But this song is just definitely a classic, just kind of in that Beatles vein, actually.
Yeah, Dave Clark, by the way, was the drummer of the band, which is kind of interesting.
But it's It's kind of got that sort of bossa beat to it, you know. But I really, we were listening to this in mono because I don't even know if there was a stereo version released of this song.
Right. We're using our own. We were listening to our own
Copy
of this, but I looked online and it seems like there was a remaster from 2019,
and that was in mono as well.
That was in mono as well. So it's interesting.
But this song, there's that organ it's a really cool. The organ in it, it's almost like it has this tremolo effect on it, right?
Well, I don't. That's what I was wondering.
The audience is right here, Max.
No, I know. Sorry, I'm trying to look to make sure that was what was causing the tremolo effect. Was it the organ or was it something else?
Well, it sounded to be. I mean, I guess it may have been a guitar, but
it was kind of interesting, that tremolo effect. It actually was not going. It wasn't doing. Wasn't ands of the beat. It was doing it in triplets. It was going da 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 da. It was going like that. It was in triplets.
Interesting. Interesting.
Kind of an interesting thing.
But this is one of those straightforward, just catchy pop love songs from the 60s that it's classic, right?
Yeah. Sorry, I was trying to see if I could find the instrument.
It's okay. We'll find that later. I guess you can look it up yourself.
Sure, or you can comment if you'd like. Something that I feel like is a key to the success of this song is the use, and I know the Beatles would do this often, is the use of an augmented fifth chord.
Sure.
Which if you know something about music theory, you take the fifth of a chord. Chord is often made of 3 or more notes, and often it's the 1, 3, and the 5, and the fifth in this case is it's raised a half a step. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I feel like that adds to the...
Sure, it's, kind of, I'm not sure if it's in the key that we play it in, but we play it in G, so we would start off with G major, and then it would go to G augmented, right?
Right.
And then it would go to G6, right?
No. Oh, it goes...
Yeah.
And then G7, and
then G7...
Oh, but then it also does a D augmented as well.
Right. You're right about that. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's this augmented quality that's kind of helping with the unique quality.
It's
of
almost
song.
Like give me. It kind of that's where that comes in. Right. That augmented.
The augmented kind of serves as often people. I mean, just to get into a little bit of music theory, people often transition or do a brief tonicization of another chord by using 7 chords, a seventh chord, like, here would be G to G7, and then to the natural would be following that would be C. But you could also use an augmented chord as well to help, because there's tension there, and so you want to resolve that by going to, that would be kind of like a 5, and then you would want to go to the 1 after that,
It's interesting that the melody of this song is really informed by those chords. I mean,
sure.
Or perhaps the chords were informed by the melody, whatever came
For
first.
you. Yeah, it does that.
You give me a chance
to be new because I love you. Yeah.
Give me one kiss and I'll be happy.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It adds this. It creates a tension that wants to help you. It makes the ear want to keep listening to the rest of the song. Mm-hmm. So that's a neat trick that one could use to help propel not the song forward, not just the song forward, the songwriting forward, but help the listener to keep them hooked because they want to hear the resolution.
And a great hook does this song contain, for sure.
Sure.
We love this song.
I'm not sure what else.
I think that'll do for this
reaction video. There's not a whole lot
video.
going on in the, of course, that's the organ playing that, that's kind of a cool addition there. And
well, when something is mono, it kind of, there can be cool things going on in the production, but it just,
Right, it
doesn't-
kind of it
all kinda-
homogenizes everything, so you don't really quite to hear each separate part,
right.
you know, as
you
well.
don't have as much focus on the individual instruments.
Right.
But, you know, it's a great song. We love it. If you're interested in checking out our cover of it that we performed, we'll put the link to that in the description below so you can check that out. If you like what you heard and saw today, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications to find out about more Max and Nicky reaction videos.
Please keep tuning in.